Yeah, I'll always be a metalhead. Nothing can take that away from me.
Right.
I mean, not jail, not people, not religion, not anything. I'll always be a metalhead. Metalhead leaves you all out.
You're listening to the Great Metal Debate Podcast.
Shame on you, you big sinner. That's what I was saying to myself after my introduction to the band Sinner. Now, I'll be the first to admit I always come late to the party, but when I come hard. Anyway, I can't believe I haven't heard about Matt Sinner's original band Sinner before now. With the 12-track 18th studio album Santa Muerte from AFM Records being released Friday, September the 13th, you'd think I'd have listened to them at least once. Hell, Sinner already had 8 amazing studio albums released by the time Matt started as one of the original members of Primal Fear in 1997. It just goes to show you how myopic musical focus can sometimes cost you years of great music. Well, with Sinner, I've quickly made up for lost time. I'm currently going over Sinner's entire discography. I want to express to you how much I enjoyed the new Sinner album, Santa Muerte, but I didn't know quite how to do it. So I'll just tell you that I did something with this album I've never, and I mean never, done. With most new music I hear, I'll listen to it a little at a time, reviewing over and over again only those songs or even parts of songs that grab my attention. I'll eventually get around to all the music of the albums I get, but it often happens in spurts or blocks. Anyone who listens to the Great Metal Debate Podcast knows I'm a feral creature of emotion and feelings. I want music to move me or evoke strong feelings or memories. I want to get something from the music I put my time into. But with Santa Muerte, I listened to the first song and liked it so much that I decided to listen to the second song, and then the third song, and then the fourth. By the time I looked up from playing the mind-numbing video game I was playing as I listened to the music, I'd listened to the entire album, and then I did the unthinkable. I played the whole thing over again. You heard me right, folks. Sinner's Santa Muerte was so good and held my attention so much that I listened to the whole album 2 times through before I took a break. And as I sit here writing this review, I've listened to this album all the way through no less than 5 times. So what was it that was so good about Matt Sinner's latest offering? I'll use a word my podcast partner hates. Nostalgia. Holy shit, did this album take me back. Back to a time when we'd headbang in a church parking lot at midnight on a Saturday night with the music blaring and not a care in the world. From the first song, Shine On, Santa Muerte meets the Toronto Boy good metal standard of grabbing you by the balls and hauling your ass along for the ride. Fast, hard, and loud, which happens to be the title to one of Sinner's first album songs. That's how I would describe this music. With an incredible musical component to the band, led by Matt Sinner himself on bass and vocals, Tom Nauman and Alex Schaup on guitars. Sorry about the names, guys. Did the best again. Sinner brings the ear-piercing sound that penetrates to a place not just where music is listened to, but symbiotically interacted with. The sound itself conjures up such vivid images and situations that it can easily be described as a multimedia experience. After these qualities, the next thing you notice about the album is the variety of vocals from song to song. Now, Matt Sinner sings a lot of the songs himself, and he's got a great metal voice. But new to Sinner on this album is the amazing musings of Giorgia Colaluori, with songs like the aforementioned Shine On, as well as Last Exit Hell, Lucky 13, The Wolf, Misty Mountain, or the crazy good remake of the old blues classic Death Letter. One cannot help but be lulled into a metal mood by the inherent sense of power that emanates from her voice. There are also guest vocalists on this album. Rick Warwick from Thin Lizzy and Black Star Riders, and Ronnie Romero from Richie Blackmore's Rainbow lend their amazing voices to What Went Wrong and Fiesta y Copas, respectively. Every song on the album has its own unique flair, and even though the music makes me nostalgic, it also prompts a new response to each track. There are seriously guitar-pounding songs like Shine On, The Wolf, and Fiesta y Copas. There are melodic power metal licks and such songs as What Went Wrong and the title track, Santa Muerte, plus the aforementioned reimagined blues classic, Death Letter. So what's my final take on Sinner's Santa Muerte? 5 times, folks. I listened to this album 5 times all the way through without stopping. 5 times. Shit, if that doesn't tell you something. Solid A- for Sinner's Santa Muerte.